Okay, well, I am going to take a quick video. I've been traveling a lot lately for work and have been staying at this Hampton in Fort Smith, Arkansas. And for a while there, I was able to get my PS5 to connect to their Wi-Fi using any number of tricks you might find online. But here in the last couple of months, this feature, the ability to connect a PS5 to the Wi-Fi uh, it hasn't been working, and I haven't been able to find any solutions for it through the PS5. So I'm just going to show you guys kind of what happens now. And this isn't on all hotel Wi-Fis, but there is something different about the Hamptons hotel Wi-Fi now that makes it so all the normal tricks don't work. So I'll try and keep it on screen. You guys can see what I'm talking about. So I got my PS5. I'm here in the hotel room. I just got here. I'm going to go in and set it up like normal. Typically, you'd go in to your network settings, and I would go into settings, go into set up internet, and I would go down to find one of the Wi-Fi's that I would typically use, which would be the Hilton Honors one. So I'm going to select that, and it's going to try to connect. And at this point, we wouldn't expect it to work because the PS5, you still need to pop up that website that sort of logs you into the Wi-Fi, and we wouldn't expect it to work. We would expect it to try like it has. We would hit OK, and it actually thinks it's connected. It's on the list, and normally right here, what would happen is a screen. I could go to options, and there'd be a section here for there'd be something on here that talks about use a phone to connect. That would be one trick. That used to work where basically I could then hit OK, and it would take me through this process of connecting my phone to the PS5's Wi-Fi and then authenticating my phone on the hotel Wi-Fi, and everything would be good to go. That doesn't work anymore. There's no way to get that dialog to pop up based on the issue that whatever they've changed at the Hampton Wi-Fi. There's no way to get that dialog to pop up. So, see, it thinks I'm connected to it. And so the next trick would be go back a screen, go back here, go up to connection status. The next trick was, let's go down to view PlayStation Network status. So what this will do is it will attempt to use the built-in web browser to navigate to a website. And normally, maybe a couple months ago, this would actually pop up the hotel's dialog that says you put in your room number and your name and it authenticates you. But as you can see, no way to do that. Every attempt, every trick on the internet about trying to get a browser to open up to get that hotel Wi-Fi internet login to pop up does not work. They all come up with this error message. No way that I've been able to find to make this happen. No matter what I do, everything pops up this dialog. And again, here's where you might have previously seen a little helpful button you could click that would say connect using my phone. So again, not here anymore. There's no way to do this. If you know a way to do it, let me know. But on this version of whatever Hampton Wi-Fi they're using, and I assume that this may get rolled out because Hampton's a Hilton hotel, it does not work. So how do I do it? One thing I could do is tether my phone's cellular connection to the PS5. I've done that before. The negative to that is that obviously you're using your mobile data, and on AT&T you have a limit to how much tethering you can use. It's 40 gigabytes for me. But I played Call of Duty once for something like 4 or 5 days, a couple hours a day. And it only used a couple hundred megabytes. Actually, playing games like that doesn't use very much. The watching videos does, like Hulu and Netflix does, and so that's why I kind of stopped doing that, as it was using quite a bit when I'm down here for like a week at a time. So, what's the next solution? Well, what I'm going to show you next when I cut to my laptop is I'm going to connect my laptop to the company Wi-Fi or to the hotel Wi-Fi, and then I'm going to use Windows 11's Wi-Fi Hotspot feature to basically share the company Wi-Fi that way, and then connect to that through my PS5. The company Wi-Fi is pretty good. I'll show you when we do it that I'll get a speed test after I'm connected that way, and it will work pretty well. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so I showed you guys how on the PS5 we cannot get the login dialog for the hotel Wi-Fi to show up. So what I'm going to do is create a mobile hotspot for my laptop. So I'm going to come to my Windows 11 machine. This also exists on Windows 10. Hotspot. Best match, mobile hotspot, mobile hotspot. So let's run this. See, it comes up, network and internet settings. Mobile hotspot is currently turned off. I've done this before, so we can see that I have some settings here on the properties. If I were doing this for the first time, we'd need to come in and give this mobile hotspot a name. Give it a password. I'm just using a boring password here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Network band, you can pick which one you want. I say any. Click save. Come up and turn the hotspot on. And I'm going to go ahead and leave this power saving off because I want even if the PS5 goes dormant or I turn it off at night, I don't want the hotspot to shut down. And so I want this to stay active the entire time that I'm here this week. And so, all right, so let's jump over to the PS5. I'll jump back over to the camera on the PS5. Will show us connecting to this, but it really is just connecting to any Wi-Fi. I called it RockNet 3.0. That's what we're going to see. All right, one sec. So now I've got a Wi-Fi hotspot that is hosted. So when I go back to the PS5, I should go to settings, setup, and I should see RockNet 3.0 on the list, which I do. Connect. Password is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Hit OK. Connecting. And then we'll do a test after this just to see how it goes. Looks like it's connected. Okay. So now we're going to go to status, test. The main thing we want to see here is PlayStation Network sign-in. Because it's one thing for it to be able to connect to the Wi-Fi, which works at almost any Wi-Fi, but we want PlayStation Network sign-in to be successful. And we want to see connection speed, download, upload be pretty good. I think the last time I was here, it was like 30 megabit down and 30-ish or 20-ish megabit up. On the laptop, I didn't actually try it on the computer, on the PS5 to see how it was actually transmitting over the the Wi-Fi hotspot. While I'm talking about this, the Windows 10 OS also has a built-in hotspot. It's not quite as simple to use, but it has a built-in Wi-Fi hotspot you can use as well. So Windows 10 and Windows 11 should be able to do this. I don't know if there's any other restrictions on hardware or whatever that might take to do it, but this is a relatively new HP Core i5 Evo. I've only had it for 6 months or 9 months or something at this point. All right, yeah, 26.5 down. It's pretty good. Obviously, ping is more important for playing games. On the laptop, I did a speed test the last time I was here, and I was getting sub 20 millisecond pings. And when I was actually connecting to Call of Duty, it was putting me mostly in the 50-ish millisecond ping grouping through the 3.1 megabit up is pretty bad, but that could come and go. It was better last time. We'll see what happens. Anyways, I was getting put into 50 some odd millisecond groupings on the algorithm that determines which games you join. So that's not bad. That's better. Last time, before I was doing this, when I was actually able to use the Wi-Fi before they changed all this stuff, it was 4 or 5 megabit down, less than a megabit up with 200 millisecond ping. So I may have to jump through a couple extra hoops to make it work, but I'm okay with that. This is much better. So now I can go connect to Hulu, and I am no longer using my mobile data for this. Even though the AT&T 4G mobile data in the room was getting 60, 70, 80 megabit down, 10 to 20 megabit up. Now the pings were terrible, but you know, it had pretty good speeds here. All right, so we're in. All right, well, like I said, I'll edit some more into this video from what I did on the computer, maybe get a better view of that, and hopefully this helps someone. It's odd that there's not a lot of information about this, and I'm thinking it's just because the changes to the Hampton Wi-Fi are pretty new, and you know, so far, not a lot of people have encountered the issues like I have, and so I wanted to get a video out there and see if it helps someone. So, all right, thanks. See you guys next time.